With it right here with who I started with, be something like a Spartan. It's going hard regardless. I'm from the 826 plus 5. Mo bitches, H1 Central Coast, mom and suicide. Honest arsonist. I step in the booth and gas, I gotta keep it lit. Engineer all my music, I work hard at this.
That's right, and we're back on ChicanoTube. Do me a favor, beautiful linda raza, man. Hit that like button one more time. If you're listening live or if you're listening on the replay, you got me inside your AirPods. Hey, I appreciate you and I appreciate your time more than you know. Gracias to all the day oneers, man. Gracias to everyone inside the members only that pledges their something 99 every month. I highly appreciate that. That further strengthens the message. I just got off the phone with the District 5 committee chairwoman Karina Powers, La Chicana, and man, we're gonna do some big things over here in Monterey County. We're expanding, we're opening new chapters, we're educating the raza, and we're doing this for the people, 100% for the people. Ain't no one getting paid to do none of this stuff. It seems like this YouTube thing is a turn it into some real live activism. Órale. Mikey enamorado. That's right. Nah, but gracias all the day oneers, man. The members only, all the Chicano channels, few and few. They're dwindling. They're subtracting, in all the Chicano pages, man. I think what we're gonna do for the YouTube Yarda Awards this year is we're gonna add a few categories to the YouTube Yarda Awards. All right. Well, first category we're gonna add is because there's been a large influx of these characters on Chicano Street. We're going to go ahead and add Predator of the Year Award. All right. That's one that we're going to add this December. Of course, I'm going to get with Chemo's Flicks on that. Okay. It's part of the association. And we might also get Chomo Sympathizer of the Year Award. All right, that's puro pedo. That's all Chicano street activities. If you want that and you want to hear that and you want to hear those videos, raw, uncut, and uncensored, well, we got Chicano Street TV. That's the second channel. I just want to remind you about it. Over there is the Palomitas. Over there is the YouTube Yarda. Over there is raw, uncut. And we don't hold nothing back over there when it comes to La Novela. So over there is La Novela. This is ChicanoTube. I wanted to do this live because tonight I got a special guest coming on, man. Tonight we got none other than the Maestro. The Maestro is coming back. And I'm talking about the Cultura Maestro, the history of indigenous culture Maestro, the Nahua also. Okay, Nahua, which of course is the predominant language that was, well, in those centuries, right? I don't know, 1000, 1100, 1200, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, on and on and on. Probably still prevails to this day. I don't speak it, but it is what it is. I'm sure it's probably still in Mexico. So tonight, join me on Chicano Tube Raza at 6 o'clock with Kiawi, mi hermano. It's going to be a good conversation. We're going to talk about a lot of things tonight. Okay, a lot of things pertaining to cultura, pertaining to raza. Hey, I'm learning along with you. Okay, I've learned more being on this YouTube thing than before, right? Again, when I talked about cultura, I talked about how when I learned cultura, it was in the environment of harming your own brown brother. So that's why I kind of said, you know what I mean? That ain't gonna be me. I ain't harming my brown brother no more. But when we can learn it, because a lot of people nowadays, want to find out how it was in those times. We're in different times now, but how it was back in those centuries. How was life? What were you doing, cabrones? You're playing on a pinche pelota that you had to kick and put it through a donut hole and all that stuff. Well, we're going to be talking about that tonight. Cultura, beautiful, beautiful cultura. Um, and a lot of other things. So I'm already making some notes of what we're going to talk about. I appreciate you guys that are tuning in to Chicano Tube right now. Don't forget to hit that like button on your way in. If you're listening on the replay, you could also hit that like button one more time
or at any time you could pause. You can go to the like button and you can hit that button. We'll see you guys tonight at 6 o'clock. Hold on a second, gente. Give me a second. I appreciate it. That's right, JC. I appreciate you, CN. JC says some of us can't speak on things if you know, you know, absolutely. Oh yeah, absolutely. You know what I didn't agree with, cabron, JC, was, you know, there's podcasts that are under the codes of the calles way, and to me, it's a bad thing to be under certain codes of the calles and be on YouTube. That don't make sense. You know, the whole movimiento was about secrecy. You know, the whole movimiento was a plight and a struggle that was birthed out of oppression. And of course, it's disdain for having ops and who they are, etc. But man, some people are on you. When I seen a couple of podcasts pop up, I'm like, oh man, that's gonna get into trouble. It's gonna lead some people into wrecks. Because again, some of these podcasts are under those banners, man. I'm not, and I don't invite that. And I'm not acting like a tough guy on the internet, acting like I'm somebody. None of that shit. I'm nobody, man. I'm nobody. It reminds me, like, even in the Christian church, you know what I mean? They do a ceremony, which is the washing of the feet. You know why they do that way? So you can humble yourself. And a lot of people would never do that. But anyways, I know exactly what you mean, JC, without saying it, cabron. But my respects goes over to anyone in the plight, the struggle that is still struggling and striving to get theirs. I understand it, man. I understood it until the day I retired, cabron. And then well, the day I hung up my jersey, I said, I can't do that no more. I got to choose my family. And it's crazy because when we don't hang up the jersey and our kids keep seeing that, cabron, that's all they see. You got to be a pendejo to say, well, I don't want that for my kids. And then you look down and you got Chuck Taylors on and 501s. No, what your actions speak that you do want that for your kids. Your actions speak you do want destruction for them because you're still stepping and dressing like it was the 90s. But again, my respect, I appreciate everyone, man. Last night we got into it. We talked about a lot of things, man. We talked about the young girl's house that got raided. Her name is Citlali. Well, it's an X, so it's pronounced Sheetlali. Some people say Citlali. It's all good. Her house got raided. I want to talk about that for a second, man, because I think some people are giving bad advice on the internet, man. Let me tell you what I'm talking about. Now, it's not a wrong thing, man. Let me take off this pinchy jacket. I'm getting hot over here. It's not a wrong thing to tell people, hey, you got Miranda rights. Absolutely not, man. You could print out a million of those little folletitos on your Miranda rights, pass them out to all the people. It's all good, right? People should know that they have rights. Absolutely. I have no problem with that. But some of the advice that people have been putting out on the internet caused this young girl's mother to get arrested. I want those people that put this advice out on the internet that caused this young girl's mother to get arrested to own that shit. Own that shit. What am I talking about? I'm talking about the young girl that is barely going through chemo, right? She's going through, and I'm gonna talk about Chemo's Flicks. Shout out to Chemo's Flicks. I'm talking about chemo, CHEMO, chemotherapy. There was a lot of people on the internet, right, saying obviously they're putting out a lot of stuff that is making, you know, the making law enforcement look bad, man. And to be frankly honest with you, it actually is making law enforcement, putting them in a dangerous situation. It's kind of like NWA. When NWA came out, right? We already know what they said, right? FTP. That was one of the main pinchy slogans, right? No one wore a windbreaker or wore blue Dickies jeans or Dickies overalls, right? Until NWA did that shit, right? With the locos, okay? So a lot of people are putting this stuff out on the internet, right? F the police, F terrorizing our communities, terrorize every time someone gets handcuffed, even though the motherfucker knocked off 10 liquor stores. They're terrorizing our communities. Forget he knocked off 10 liquor stores. They're terrorizing. I get it. You're a humanitarian. You're an advocate. I get it. I get it. But the advice you gave cost this little girl with cancer's mom to get arrested. I believe that without a shadow of a doubt. I'm firmly convicted on that. Or else, or else, why would a mother that's undocumented, okay, undocumented means she's riding dirty. She's riding dirty. Or else, why would a mother get hostile with the police? Why would a mother get aggressive with the police? Why would a mother like that in that peculiar situation where she's taking care of her daughter and her number one objective should have been, I got to do everything I can do to be by my daughter's side right now. But I believe because of the internet and all the stuff they've been pumping, fuck the police, fuck. When you see them, ask them for a warrant. When you see them, don't agree. Okay, I get it. Miranda rights. Everyone has that. But you know who doesn't have Miranda rights? Someone that's riding dirty. I gave this analogy last night on my show. I said, if I'm on parole, felony probation, something like that, right? To me, it was always felony probation. But anyways, and next thing you know, they fucking, and I have no L's, no insurance, no nothing, and they pull a car over, like right in front of me, right? Am I gonna get out of my car, confront the police, get hostile, argue with them because some memes or the internet pumped me up to do so, or they told me to do so on the internet? Am I gonna do that if I'm riding dirty? No. I'd be the biggest pendejo. I'd win the pendejo of the year award on the YouTube Yarda if I did that. So what I'm saying is I put the blame, and these same people are now saying, free the mom, free the mom. But it was your advice that caused her to get jammed up. My advice to the mom wouldn't have been fuck the police and getting her all mad and getting her hostile, ask for the warrant, mouth off. That wouldn't have been mine. And you might not have said all of that. You might not have said all of that. But when they read your memes, when they read your posts, the bad guy, it's like when you're in the pinta, the green wall, the green wall, the green wall. You're just basically, you're programming people to to want to comprehend or want to understand that there's no good people in the world. Everyone that's behind a badge is a POS. Everyone that's behind a badge is un pinche alemán from the World War I and II, Reich, oligarch, whatever you call those pinche Third Reich pendejos. That's what you're doing without saying it. So, again, that advice caused this mom to get real mouthy, hostile, belligerent, insubordinate, mouth off with the police. And she got arrested. She got arrested because ICE put out a statement that's saying, while we're in the middle of an arrest, if there's anyone else that confronts us and we happen to find out they are also undocumented, they're prone to arrest. And this is what happened to Citlali's mom, which is a bad situation, man. I don't want that shit to happen to anybody. I got more sympathy than a lot of cabrones. I seriously do. From all the shit that I've been through in my life, ups and downs, more downs. Now it's more ups coming up on middle age. It's been a lot more ups, but there was a lot of downs that I learned. That's why I act the way I act. I'm like the fucking 3 Hebrews that in Daniel that they threw in the fucking in the den, lions den, nothing. They threw them in the fucking fire, nothing. Came out unscathed, unsmoked, smelling like nothing. Because I did the 180. I've been there, done that. There's nothing good and beautiful about glorifying the calles. There's nothing. Absolutely nothing. But it is what it is. I get it, man. Some people are gonna make a career out of it. I get it. It's generational. I get it, and it'll never end. I also get that. But my advice for the mom would have been they knock on the door if they have a warrant because they had a warrant for the brother. The brother did 12, okay? And he had a removal order that they didn't enforce. We're finding out that there's a lot of orders that they didn't enforce. They were just letting people out the back door. It was different. Different administrations do different things, right? We don't know what he did to do 12. He did 12, the brother. All they said was, oh, he's a changed man. And he did. I get it. But he had a removal order. That means it was bad. We don't know if he left his wife por muerta on the ground and beat her senseless. We don't know that. We don't know if he did some kind of aggravated GBI and hurt someone real, real bad. We don't know that. You know, when they talk about throwing you out of this country, if you want to be in this country, if you don't want to be in this country, pues, ahí está la puerta, cabrones. You could wave your flag and you can go right back to that flag. It's all good. It's a free country, right? No one's stopping you. Save some money. You know, that way you could buy a terreno in your beautiful land that you want to go back to, and that's it. But if you want to be here, these are the laws. Plain and simple. She confronted him. The mom confronted him and basically ended up in handcuffs, man. I wouldn't have confronted nobody. I would have kept my mouth shut. I don't know anything. I don't know nothing. And the last thing I'm going to do is be hostile or confrontational. And that's not what they're telling you to do on the internet, though, right? Get up in their face. You demand the warrant and all that. But everyone in the house no tienen papeles? That's a fucking trap house then. That means they could bust everyone, and there's all kinds of collateral damage. You're gonna lose the house, you're gonna lose your cars, you're gonna stop making payment. All that shit is gonna happen because they hemmed you up because you listened to the internet on what to do. The internet told you what to do. That's why I tell the campesinos, best thing you could do, live your life off the internet. You'll have a higher quality of life. Trust me, te prometo. Just turn it off. Don't worry about what the internet is saying. Because again, Monterey County, 85% of the field workers are documented and have been here over 30 years. I know my region. I can't speak for no other region, right? Let me go inside the comment sections. That's right, man. JC's in the comment. That's right, cabron. Death Row is in the house. That's right, Death Row. That's right, Death Row. I appreciate you, cabron. Hey, strap them up, inject those cabrones, and do what you got to do, right? But I get it. A lot of people say, free the homies. Good sentiment, man. That's a real, real good sentiment. Until they come out, and since they didn't learn nothing because they went over there and hit a main line with the rest of the partners, and it really was kind of like a daycare. They don't learn nothing. They're gonna come out and pick up where they left off, man. Pick up where they could have. It'd have been 10 years that go by. To them, is like they were frozen for 10 years, and they go pick up where they left off. Basically, because they don't do anything also in there to cause them to come out and want to succeed. They don't do anything, man. They took away all the trades. They took all the money for vocations. They took all of that stuff. If it was up to me, I would have everyone going through rehabilitation programs, getting their driver's licenses, getting their IDs, getting Social Security, setting them up with jobs as they transfer out, some kind of on-the-job training program. That's if it was up to me. We can do that. We're saving hundreds of billions of dollars with Doge now. We have the money to allocate resources to other directions, right? Instead of condoms over here, we could do that. But anyways, that's another topic, man. That's reform. That's prison reform. That's a whole nother topic, man. JC says, oh man, that's all. But yeah, that's all bad, bro. Why would the internet tell the mom confront them. Don't do this, don't do that. Do everything that's gonna cause law enforcement to get hostile with you. And then, oh, you don't have documents? Why did they jam her up? Why did they jam her up? They were only there for the brother. Only there for the brother. But people got mouthy, people got confrontational, and all because of this advice from these great, great, great activists on the internet is the reason an extra brother got arrested and the mom. That was the only reason. You never seen that? I seen that. I seen law enforcement come to a scene. They're only there for one thing and one thing only. But next thing you know, people want to stick their chest out, get in their face. Fuck you, motherfucker. This and that. Or some chicks get ghetto. Oh, fuck you, motherfucker. This and that. And next thing you know, 3 people go in instead of 1. And now these same activists that are giving this advice are now posting on their platforms, free the mom. How about you give good advice and tell people, look, you need to get your immigration fixed, man. You need to go talk to an immigration lawyer. You need to start filing some paperwork. You need to carry that paperwork on you. You don't need to confront police officers because you're riding dirty without papers. Whatever happened to that kind of advice? That makes sense. But no, because they got an agenda terrorizing the people, terrorizing the communities. You lose common sense at that point. Common sense will tell me, shit, man. Whoo, I dodged the bullet. I'm gonna keep my motherfucking mouth shut, and I need to handle my business at the same time. I need to go talk to an immigration lawyer. I need to go, and I understand there's money, and people got money, man. They got money for what they got, what they want. You sell a car, refinance the house, pull a HELOC, put some cash out, so it doesn't change the mortgage note. Pull that cash, get that cash, drop it on the lawyer. What sucks is when people don't have ties to the country. That's what sucks. You know what I mean? The fastest way to immigrate is to have a legal citizen that's part of your family start helping you with the process by filing the paperwork. But when they come and they have absolutely zero people in the United States, not even a nephew, not even a pinchy goddaughter, I mean, no one, then that's where you get stuck in the immigration process. And that's what you do. You just get stuck. They ain't going to move the ball because to them, well, you don't have anyone here. And again, right, wrong, stolen land, and all this other stuff. You guys are crazy with that stuff, man. You guys are crazy with that stuff. Let's see. Hold on. Let me get some water to my pinchy perros. Enjoyable lunch break. That's right, man. Stay on the grind. You're getting those man hours, cabron. We need to help keep our people free and not go. Let me see. My bad. Give water to the pinchy perros. Give me a second at there. JC says we need to help keep our people free and not go back in school. Old school though, help our people, not breaking them down. Yes, man. And you know what we do though, bro, is it's 2025, man. We need to have a conversation and sit at the table, man. We need to stop having conservatives not want to sit with liberals. We need to stop liberals not wanting to sit with conservatives. People from all different opinions need to fix shit, and the only way to fix shit is approach things with respect, bro. Hey, let's talk about this immigration thing. Hey, how can we keep the community informed? Communication. That's how we keep them informed. But if it's just me throwing chingazos at you, you throwing chingazos at me, let's have this conversation, man. So when I saw that, we talked about that last night. Go back and talk about that last night. We're also going to talked about the ICE agents. Yeah, the ICE agents. Let me see. What was it? Where's the ICE agents at? Let me see. Okay, here it is the Department of Homeland Security. Here it is. Breaking. Department of Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem says she has discovered some ICE officials, right? People get triggered at that word too. Some people get triggered at that word. You know, it is what it is. Nino America says Ice Ice Baby. Chihuahua. Ice Ice Baby. Um, I has discovered ICE officials who were tipping off criminal aliens about the agency's deportations effort. They have been fired. I want to ask the people. I'll bring this over to the people because this is the people's channel. This ain't my channel. This is the people's channel. Good thing or bad thing? Oh, Mikey, you don't know what you're talking about. Okay. Well, let me know. Let's talk about it. That's what we're here for, cabron. This is what the platform is for. You know what I mean? Good thing or bad thing, right? I give this analogy. A lot of people consider Paco a sellout. He was the baddest Chicano in the barrio, which someone put out a meme. They said, who would you want to take to a fist fight? Him, Santana, Bob from fucking Richie, or someone else? I said, of course it's Chicano. Of course it's Gallo Negro. Why is it Gallo Negro? Well, first off, the people that pick Santana, all they're picking is who's sitting highest on the throne. The person that's sitting highest on the throne can get that ass mopped up. Okay. And then Bob, he's too borracho, man. He's too borracho. You know what I mean? He's gonna punch air. You know what I mean? He's gonna be punching ghosts if we throw down 2-on-2 or whatever. You know. And I forgot who was the other one. Probably someone from Boulevard Nights or someone from other ones. But anyways, it's always Gallo Negro. A lot of people say he's a sellout. The judge sent him to camp, military camp, boot camp, or he was an adult, right? I don't know if he was an adult. I know Miklo was an adult. I think they were all adults. Anyways, I don't know why I had to think about that. He joins ICE. If Paco joins ICE and he's part of your family, the next time you have the backyard barbecue, right? People are at carne asadas going, boom, the cousins are going with modelos, sas. There's every kind of cousin, right? You got the one who's a hustler and pulls up in a Lambo, right? Then you got the cholos. The cholos just, they dress like cholos, so you could tell who's cholos, right? Then you got the bookworms, the ones that are in Yale and Harvard, all the primos, right? It's a capirutada, right? If you have a Mexican family, you know what I'm talking about, is the truth. If you don't, you can't relate, that's fine. If you're half Mexican, you know, that to a certain extent you could probably relate, unless you can't. I don't know. But anyways, would you see him at the carne asada next time and call him a sellout? Or is that your politics? You love your cousin, you love your primo, you grew up with him, he's like a brother to you, but is it because the politics got you brainwashed? And you were cool all your lives and even put in work together and did some shit to get crazy shit together, mi vida loca shit. But when you went to college, that college did a good job of brainwashing you. A nice little 4-year lava coco experiment. And when you came out, you were talking about they're terrorizing, sellouts, vendidos. Because all of you know, you grew up in a Mexican family. And the funny thing is, got motherfuckers saying Mexicans on the internet. You got motherfuckers saying Mexicans aren't Mexicans on the internet. I can't even believe that shit. First of all, none of us know. Because none of us grew up, unless you did and it's part of your family, what culture they grew up in, how they grew up. All you know is the week did it, or what the internet is telling you. So if you've seen Paco at the backyard barbecue and he joined ICE, I'm just curious. It's lunchtime. We're just throwing shit out there, you know. Would you call him a vendido? And if you did, would it be because of politics? Because I've had motherfuckers turn on me now because of politics. Hey, PSA, pendejos. whatever little thing. And I'm talking to those people that are fucking that made videos about me and all this other shit that we only deal with now on Chicano Street TV. Who like circle in that little bubble is none of your business. Just like what I do in my bedroom, just like what I have in my bank account, just about how I deal with my family is none of your business. And I guess you didn't understand that, but it looked like you were just waiting to take a shot at something. So since you don't have anything else, you're like, fuck it. Let's ask Mikey for his taxes. Let's check his 30 employees. Someone got the dirt on them. You know what I mean? But anyways, YouTube Yarda's vicious. He is vicious. Shout out to Chemo. He's holding it down, man. He does need help though, cabron. He needs like you need 8 arms weight. You know what I mean? It's too much going on. That's Chicano Street TV, you guys. Let's get back to it though. I believe it's the advice that this person, I believe it was the advice this person gave on the internet. That was the bad advice. It wasn't common sense advice because common sense would let you know if you're riding dirty, why the fuck are you going to get in the Huda's face and get all belligerent with him and hostile? And then you end up in cuffs. And the same person that pumped this in you, this energy in you against them, now is saying, free her. Free her. What a shame, man. Common sense goes, it goes out the window. It's crazy. You know, everyone got a different perspective. All of us on YouTube, you know, got our different sazons and salsas. Mine's más picosa que los demás, right? I go to Charrito on the west side. They got some bomb little burritos, right? Bomb little tortillas de harina burritos, right? Bomb, right? They make them fresh, the tortillas every morning, right? And every time they ask for salsa, right? And you get people, you know, they have like 20 salsas, right? And I always tell them la más picosa, right? Because I'm used to salsa, right? And la más picosa is like mild sauce. It's like tomato sauce. It's like that one tomato sauce. Remember that commercial? New York City. That it was made in New York City. They grabbed the dude, they threw the dude in a pinchy river or something, right? Because to those cowboys, that wasn't real salsa, right? And then if you think about it, they're cowboys. Cabrones. You never had salsa habanero out in the 1800 cowboy days. I don't think they did. But maybe they did. Maybe the gabachos like spicy habanero salsa. I don't know. Shout out to the güeros, man. Tonight at 6 o'clock, gente, don't forget, man. We got Cultura Maestro and Nawa teacher, Kiawi. Maybe we'll do some Nawa tonight. How about let's do that? Let's change it up. Do something different. How about we learn a couple key words, right? You know, how about Chicano? Let's learn the word Chicano in Nawa. If it even exists, I don't know. Let's learn that. I'm gonna do a community post, gente. Go over to the community post. Please do me a favor on YouTube. Of course, I'm talking ChicanoTube, right? Chicano Street over there is all the cheeseman, man. You know, over there is where we talk about this kind of stuff right here.
She's just 16 years old. Leave her alone, they say.
That's Chicano Street TV. If you're into that, if you're into the novela, if you're into the popcorn, then it's also on the community post, maybe 3-4 posts back. You can go ahead and subscribe over to Chicano Street TV. Tonight, we're going to do something here on ChicanoTube, which is always, always uplifting, advancing the raza, having that conversation no one else wants to talk about because we don't want to learn. To be honest, we want to just be entertained and shit. So I hope you're entertained too at the same pinchy time, man. But that'll be tonight on ChicanoTube at 6 o'clock with Kiawi. Let me go back in the comment sections, cabrones. Nacho B. Ness says, I'm going to call ice on you. Oh, man. Hey, Nacho, check this out, cabron. This is, it was my advice way when you get confronted by ice. This is what I do when I'm confronted by ice way. What to do when confronted by ice. It says, that's my advice. Correle way. So yeah, call him cabron. It's all good. Oh man. Right, JC, that's right, 100%, man. Karina Powers, I just got off the phone with her about an hour ago, right? She's talking about the Hispanic Assembly next chapter meeting. And I'm like, man, let's put these boots on the ground already. That's who represents the people. Her name is Karina Powers. She's a Chicana. Powers' married name, right? Obviously, married name. But she marched with Cesar Chavez, her uncles and grandparents. And here, we're a farm working town. Salinas is 100% a farm working community. So if anyone can speak, is someone that's been here for 44 years. Well, I've been here 44 years on this planet in the same neighborhood. Okay. 100%. That's right, man. All right. Well, I was going to take out my own brother, my blood today. I'm like, what was I thinking? Damn, man, JC, that's crazy shit, bro. That's crazy. Well, I seen people get whacked the same day they come home. Right here. Everyone knew about it. Hey, what happened with blank? I'm not even going to say the name and disrespect it. There's YouTube videos that people have said. I said some things don't belong on YouTube. It brings harm also to the family, and you're bringing up old shit. If anything, I would do like that. I would go do it in the members only. The members only is where we got the guerra stories. The members only is where we got all the terms. The members only is where we got getting put on. That's all in the members only. It's going to stay in the members only. And all my members know if they comment a video that they want to see or what they want to know, they get that video. That's the members only. For something 99 a month, we appreciate that, man. But for it to get to that point, it's crazy. You have to cross a line inside of yourself of humanity, bro. Because remember in The Godfather, man. Remember when he went to that priest, the Catholic priest in The Godfather, I don't know if it was part 2, I think it was part 3, when he sat down with the Catholic priest and confessed everything he did, he broke down like a baby because that was the first time in his life he had ever been open about his feelings and emotions. And the most piece of shit feeling he could never get over was the fact that he mató his own mother's son. He could never get over the fact that he unalived his own mother's son, man. That's crazy shit, man. But here you go. We got it could be it's all politics. It's just different forms of politics, right? There's politics that are in the world that govern the world. There's regional and there's local. There's national, there's worldwide, right? But then the streets have their own too. Everyone was just mimicking things, right? They would mimic the army, the Marines, right? Hey, we're going to do our workouts just like they do, Navy SEALs. Okay, cool. And they start doing Navy SEAL workouts. Well, we're also going to implement, like with the Italians on the 4 commissions that came from Sicily, what they said. You fuck with children, you're done. Another thing they added was you mess with someone's wife, you're done. Those rules came over, I believe, from those days. I mean, a long time ago. And it could have been Mexicanos that made it, but I do know for a fact Italians had certain standards like that. And of course, when shit, my bad. Carlos Blanco, I see you, cabrón. That's right. I appreciate you, cabrón. I'm not going to do something. Do your research and homework. That's right, cabrón. ChicanoTube, what is the definition? On ChicanoTube, what is the definition of a sellout? Okay. That's crazy, huh? You know what? I think a fucking sellout. Okay, we're talking about the ice raids, right? Ice raids. And what's a sellout, right? We're talking about that. We're going back to the ice raids. And what's a pinche vendido? If Paco came and he was part of ICE and he's chilling in the pinche backyard, are you going to be drunk enough and with beer balls go up to him and you know, have an issue with it because you got out of UC Berkeley and the college brainwashed you and all you're doing is just spitting out memes that are your favorite, that line up with your ideologies. But you weren't that deep when you grew up in the hood, though. You kept it simple. You were a bullshitter, you were laughing, and all of a sudden now you're an intellectual, right? Like we see a lot of people on YouTube, man. Oh man, Mr. Knowledge, right? But then they do weirdo shit. That's crazy. So to me, would be the line would be drawn on you ain't the motherfucker that's calling ICE on your own family. That's a sellout. That's a sellout. You ain't that one. That's not your role in the situation, is that you were the fucking phone tipper. So to me, that's a sellout. I hope that answers your question, man. I'm in Kansas. It's a different time zone. So hopefully I'll catch the next live. That's right. I appreciate you, cabron, man. I appreciate you, man. I had a lot of partners that went to Oklahoma. They went to the Midwest. There's nothing wrong with that, man. You know, I bought a Cadillac off a two striker because he wanted to get the hell out of California with two strikes, and he moved to Texas. You know, and I gave him good money. I gave him Kelly Blue Book. I ain't trying to ask for no discounts or nothing. Fair market value for the Cadillac. He just tried to get out, man. That's honorable. The streets might say different shit. The internet, I mean, there's mostly teenagers, you know, that are talking shit that ain't been through nothing. Not all of them, but that's where you get this disrespect from. And they start throwing terms out there that don't even apply to the person. And that's just because people don't, there's no context no more. Just people are throwing shit out on the internet, man. People come to my channel and throw something about, hey, this guy said this guy. And then they go to the same other channel and stir the same pot. They'll come over here and deride, and then they'll go over in the other chat and hate on me. But it's all good. No one's blocked, man. If anyone's blocked, I didn't block them. I got wrenches, but I don't even got the time to block. I'm running the pinchy show, man. How am I gonna block someone and shit? You know? Mexicano, that's right, man. My bad. If I delayed, I kind of was going on the comments one by one, but now I just jumped to the newest comment, and I could work up and shit, man. I have a home in Missouri as well. Life is beautiful. Damn, the is that Missouri? The plains of Missouri, man. You know, when I seen Yellowstone, is what made me get the idea. We need to get a property, land, acres of land, a ranch, right? And in the back, we need to have like a family private burial site where we could bury our own family and have unlimited access, right? As long as they're sangre, right? Mikey, did you hear about the soccer coach that touched 8 kids? Oh man, that's crazy, man. It's been a little bit hectic lately. You know, Watsonville has gone like 4 shootings in a week. That's been a little bit hectic. King City also had a couple multiple shootings. You know, and we already know that they've had a long history with Greenfield going at it for years, man, for years. I can believe they're putting them in the same school. Well, I mean, I can because the addresses, but the district zoning don't give a shit about that. But man, that's been popping off. But this is why we talk about these things. Women and children, man, some of the most serious topics you could talk about. You can't come back from certain things. And the most embarrassing thing is when you say something with firm conviction and the same words that you say come back to judge you. Oh man, I disappear off the internet and put a fucking clown hat on. It's crazy, man. But yeah, as far as that goes, California, unfortunately, bro, they lean toward the Chesters. Look at the case of Cain Velasquez, brother. Cain Velasquez let off 11 rounds when he found out the allegations against his son were true. The dude was doing it to his son. The dude was living inside the daycare with an ankle monitor and had previous commitments and charges already. Might have even been on bail for something like that. I can't remember exactly what the specifics were now. This is a while ago. The dude gets arrested along with Cain. And guess who goes to jail? And guess who gets released? The Chester gets released. We live in a Chester friendly state. It just is what it is, bro. Let's just call a spade, man. The Chester's over here because again, this is one of those states. That's why when you hear someone say, "Well, I don't think we should punish people. We need to be soft on crime." I think we need to teach a little bit more rehabilitation. Buy a couple Disneylands. We need to buy a couple Disneylands. Let people take roller coaster rides for a couple months. They'll take roller coaster ride, and then they'll change. Trust me. Unicorns, man. But that's California, man. I wouldn't move out of here neither, cabron. You know what I mean? The sights are beautiful, man. The sights are beautiful, especially the closer you get to the ocean. We're 20 minutes from the ocean. So we always smell that ocean air, man. It's good in the neighborhood, cabron. Missouri is indeed beautiful. Oh, that's right, cabron. I went last year. I think the wifey had about 4, 5, 6 events out of state. I got to piggyback on them. The only ones I never wanted to go, I'm gonna keep it honest with you, is New York, bro. New York. I didn't want to. One time I didn't even want to go to Chicago neither. I was like, I don't know. It's a big. I don't like being in traffic, bro, and crawling like a snail, bro, in traffic, and being on sidewalks, bro, where it's like sardines, brother. I'm like, I could barely walk on the sidewalk. I'm getting bumped on both sides like a pinball. Bing, 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 bing. It's not me. I like open space. I like open country. I like having parking, bro, where I don't have to go around the 10 times to find parking. But the natives, they know what to do. But yeah, I went to Wisconsin with the wifey. I did go to that Chicago trip. Um, Kentucky, Atlanta, Texas 2 times last year. A couple places, man. It was cool. I did some lives too. The last one is when I bought the mics, the portable mics, and then I was able to do it. But now for sure, anytime I go, I'm gonna do portable lives. All right, you guys, 5 minutes left. Let's go. Yes, you can do it there. Damn, man. All right, mentioning the challenge should never be targeted. Absolutely. I'm from zero victims, right? I'm 100% for zero victims, and I'm 100% against anyone that's trying to explain an offense away. I'm 100% against that, man. I'm 100% for the victim in every crime, and this ain't some. Well, let me hear your sob story of your life on why you did it, and I'm gonna feel sorry for you. That ain't gonna happen either. I mean, of course, you'll hear the story, right? Like the Menendez brothers, right? It's kind of in limbo, man. Next thing you know, Hoffman says, F that, because he's a conservative, right? Hoffman is a conservative, Hoffman. And now he's like, forget the Melendez brothers. They did what they did. They're going to rot. And then something will come out a couple days later and be like, oh, well, I'm thinking it over. The governor, I've talked to the governor. I'm like, is that enough time for a double muerte? And again, they're talking about a lot of abuse, man. That horrible shit, man. Horrible shit. That's right, Cabron. That's right. And then you told me don't wear the pirates hat way. Got you. You know what I'm saying? California is different, Cabron. As you go to a major league baseball store, watch out what hat you buy. He said don't wear the pirate hat in Watson. I didn't know nothing, Cabron. What do I know, man? I do know that there was a youngster, man, and he was from the poor side, and this dude never backed down. He ran every fade, every single fade. I can't say he backed. I can't say he ducked one. Now on the internet, they're ducking all of them and shit. We got the content creator series of fighting. We got it ready to go. Anyone wants to step up and throw their peachy hands? Don't talk about it. Just say, Mikey, sign me up. Now, I'll take April, May. I'll take July, August. I'll take November, October. No one's saying that, man. Not right now. We'll work on a fight a little bit more down the road. But yeah, I agree. Watson has been on fire, man. It's crazy. I think I heard the Carnalito EBK talking about it. I'm like, cabron, just be safe, man. You know what I mean? With your familia and your kid, be safe, obviously, because that's the temperature of the calles, man. It is what it is. And you only get the energy that you put off. That's it. That's another life lesson. I wake up in a suit, I go to sleep in a suit, I talk to people in a suit. That's the energy I give, man. Of course, you see me with t-shirts and shit. I used to live in Santa Barbara. Nice, oceanside area. Yeah, they call Santa Barbara the Central Coast, just like us, cabron. They call Oxnard the Central Coast, just like us. So the 805 to the 831, those two area codes are the middle of California. And so that's why they call us the Central Coast, you know, and I still call it the Central Coast. And some people say Northern California, but we know why. We know why. The food was good. You should have seen the vibe, man. I got a short, man. I'm gonna download it that way I could play it because we've been talking about Kentucky lately. I'm gonna talk. This dude was getting $100 tips. He looked like an Amish dude, but he was 100% from Kentucky. And this whiskey song about his mama barely getting out of prison and drinking whiskey and crashed on her first day, something like that. It was a crazy song. I had to do a short about it. Eduardo Robles says, is Norby still invited to your panel while he rides with Marv? Look, Norby's pretty much has made his decision, man. His decision, and I'm not saying it's good or it's bad. I'm saying it's his decision. He made his decision. He's gonna be there promoting that individual. He's gonna be there promoting his teachings, promoting his channel. That doesn't say Norby's channel. I don't even see it produced by Norby's credit. But obviously he's on the camera, so he doesn't even need that. Hey, I'm here, pendejos, you know what I mean? But that's his decision, man. I just said this. I seen a lot of people ride together, and I have seen a lot of sidekicks. I don't know if you want to call it that, or homies, compas, whatever you want to call it. Them go down, throw their careers away when they did nothing wrong because they were so close to the dudes. I get that, man. You spend the night at each other's pads growing up. But I mean, if because again, this is what I said. If there was if this was street shit investigation, Norby's would be clear. Other than the people hating and saying, why the fuck is he directing? Why is he producing? That's enabling, that's conspiring, that's associate, that's all street shit, man. Norby's doesn't even know about that. He's sitting there like on the movie Heat when they went around the circle. When they knew the heat was on them, right? The movie Heat, Al Pacino, Robert De Niro. They all had to make a decision. Are you in or out? Al Pacino, he told fucking Michael Sharito, he told him, what about you? He goes, I'll do what you do. And Robert De Niro says, no, chale, not on this one. After this one, we're done. You're on your own. That's what Norby's is. I'm not saying he's doing a good or a bad thing. He's on his own. He's on his own. He says, Mikey Simon. To throw hands and shit. People get pumped up. They've been seeing Ryder G do videos and shit, doing air punches, elbows, and then this front kick that Ryder G does. That I'm like, damn, man. I don't want to speak like a boxing coach, but I'm gonna have to give you at least 10 seconds of boxing knowledge. Ready? 10 seconds of boxing knowledge. This is all I'm gonna say. People would see those videos that Ryder G is putting up on IG, see all the holes he has in his game, and exploit them. That's it. That's it. I mean, but that's again a real contest. That's if you're really going to get into a contest. Okay. You got plenty of film to study there. That's all I'm going to say, cabrones. But I do dig his confidence. That's why I fuck with him. That's why I follow him. Because his confidence is through the roof. You don't see that? Now the streets are going to talk about there was a video drop with some paperwork. All the time, the YouTube yada, man. Go and subscribe to the backup channel, Chicano Street TV, gente. That's where we go ahead and talk about that. You know what I mean? That's right, Corco. I appreciate you, cabron, man. I appreciate you, man. Aslan and the ranchos along the 101. Te digo, güey. Imagine, huh? We'll put some shit up there too on the mountain, huh? We should do some crazy shit, huh? You know what we should do on the mountain when it's in the back of the property? Build a cave in there, right? Make it a build a cave in there and just I'll bring Kiawi. I'll go pick up Kiawi. I think he's in Santa Barbara. Yeah, he's in Santa Barbara. He's from Santa Barbara. Kiawi is coming on tonight at 6 o'clock. Nawa teacher. He's from Santa Barbara. I'll go pick him up. And then once I design the cave and build it, I said, Kiawi, what are we gonna put in this shit, man? Let's put some shit in here that's just gonna be, I want the music too, like some kind of sensor. When I step in there, boom, the flute starts playing. You know what I mean? Something like that, man. That'd be off the hook. Me, I'm praying to Jesus way, so don't get that twisted. You know what I mean? I only pray to Jesus way, but that's just me respectfully, bro. Damn, JC, that's right, cabrón. They're going to go for my city. Wrestle 20 years old. That's right, cabrón. All right, you guys, I'm out. I'll see you guys at 6 o'clock, man. 6 o'clock, tune in right here. It's on ChicanoTube. We're going to have a substantial conversation with indigenous cultura and Nahuatl teacher Kiawi. I'll see you guys at 6 o'clock, man. I appreciate your time. Again, if you're listening on the replay, you can do the same thing. I'll actually hang on another 30 seconds, a minute right here. Do me a favor, man. Just hit that like button, gente. That's all I ask, cabrones. That's all I ask is we keep it pushing. With you helping me by hitting the like button. That's the only thing. No Cash Apps, no Venmos, no 2-for-1s, no 3-for-1s, and I'll see you at Canteen. None of that, cabrones. Just hit the like. That's it. And I'll see you guys tonight with Kiawi. And then right now I'm gonna share the thumbnail. I'm gonna share the thumbnail in the community page. Do me a favor, go over there and just drop a question. Just drop a question. All right. I'm out, you guys. Remember what I always say? Remember what I always say. In the end, all you got is the memories.